1. The time is the 20th century, and the place is the center of the borough of Princeton, New Jersey, where white church spires and flowering tree-lined streets reflect the aura of the world-renowned Princeton University, well known for a steady stream of Nobel Prizes and accolades for its illustrious professors, graduates, and alumni. Every year, thousands of visitors from around the world walk the hallowed grounds where famous predecessors have tread, not only at Princeton University, but also at the nearby Institute for Advanced Study, Princeton Theological Seminary, and Westminster Choir College. Unknown to most of those visitors, as well as to most university students and local white residents, is the existence of an active yet historic African-American community in the very heart of Princeton, only a few minutes' walk from the university. This book, I Hear My People Singing, Voices of African-American Princeton, gives testimony to the first-hand experiences of individuals who built a close-knit and vibrant community within a segregated northern Jim Crow town, where the doctrine of white supremacy was held almost as tenaciously above the Mason-Dixon line as below it. This neighborhood took shape in the 1700s across the road from what would become Nassau Street and Princeton University's Nassau Hall. Originally established by the Presbyterian Church as the College of New Jersey in 1746 in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and permanently situated in Princeton in 1756, the school, like the town, prospered from slavery, so much so that local black residents dubbed Princeton the North's most southern town, as well as the South's most northern town. Only one dirt road, formerly an Indian trail, led from Nassau Street into the neighborhood. That thoroughfare, then named Hill Street, was referred to by generations of white Princetonians as African Lane or African Alley. Today, that thoroughfare, called Witherspoon Street, still takes us from Nassau Street into the African-American neighborhood. In the 1800s and 1900s, the vicinity covered 18 blocks, which included what is now Palmer Square. The neighborhood had active black businesses mixed in with a stables and a fire station. Today, it's an 11-block area, still proximate to the university, and yet still a world apart. Its narrow streets, shaded by overhanging trees, continue their turn-of-the-century appeal. From Paul Robeson Place, formerly Jackson Street, to Birch Avenue, Witherspoon to John Streets, you will find neat 2- to 3-story single houses, as well as wooden and brick row houses with front porches and small, well-tended yards, planted with flowers, bushes, and trees. The area is also home to 4 long-standing churches: the First Baptist Church of Princeton on John Street, founded as Bright Hope Baptist Church of Princeton in 1885, Witherspoon Street Presbyterian Church, founded in 1838, Mount Pisgah African Methodist Episcopal Church, AME, founded in 1832 on Witherspoon Street, and Morning Star Church of God in Christ, founded in 1941 on Birch Avenue. Members of social clubs and fraternal organizations meet in the American Legion Building, the Elks Lodge, and the Masonic Temple. A large multi-unit residential building called the Waxwood sits at the former site of the Witherspoon School for Colored Children, and central to the neighborhood is a community learning center and businesses that include an urban planning center, a beauty parlor, a convenience store, and restaurants. The presence of African Americans in this predominantly white town may not be well known, but their existence here is older than the town itself, which became known as Princetown in the early 1700s. The first black people in the Princeton area are thought to have been free blacks, dating back to the 1680s. 7 enslaved Africans arrived in 1696 with white colonialist Richard Stockton, who had bought and brought them along with his wife Susanna and their children to a 400-acre tract he purchased that year, land that includes what is now the campus of Princeton University and the grounds of the Theological Seminary. In 1701, Stockton purchased from William Penn an additional 6,000 acres that are approximately the center of the present town of Princeton, for the sum of £900. The enslaved Stocktons not only worked the land, but also cleared and built the Stocktons' stately home, as well as their own slave quarters in the back. The Stocktons' mansion, Morven, later became the official residence of New Jersey's governors. Today, it is known as the Morven Museum and Garden. Its most